Really quickly, the RGH podcast is tonight, Tuesday, September 22nd at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Links are down below to the RGH podcast. I really hope to see you there. It's going to be a banger. Hey, what's going on, guys? MTashed here, and I wanted to talk about something today. Now, this isn't about hyping the game and selling the game and like hyping everyone up. Because right now, honestly, I feel like I'm kind of a crazy person where I am more hyped than a lot of people. A lot of my friends, content creator friends, people that watch the channel on Twitch, on YouTube, people are obviously hyped for Beyond Light, but I feel like there's like a community lull of some sort. Like they're just not getting their expectations too high, and I think that that's a really good thing. I think that's a good thing because you don't want to just pre-order something and jump in and be like, it's gonna be amazing, and then it isn't, right? You want Bungie to wow you. You want Bungie to come through and nail it. And I really hope they do. And I think that they will. But, it seems like every DLC, everyone's like, all right, are they going to finally fix the game? Right? I get it. But I wanted to point out a few things in here, a few things that are coming to Beyond Light that do have me excited. But I wanted to just give some context compared to other DLCs. Now, the last time we saw new subclasses was Forsaken. We saw 2 new planets. We got a big, beautiful raid, probably one of the best, if not best, raids in Destiny, right? It was fire. Forsaken was awesome. But another huge thing that I think is important is you got a lot of exotics. Two-tailed fox, Ursa Furiosa, one-eyed mask, Geomag stabilizers, right? There was weapons, there was armor, there was a lot of exotics, and I think exotic catalysts too, technically, wouldn't there be? But there was a lot with Forsaken, and as the season went, there was more exotics. There was a ton of stuff to chase. Now, Shadowkeep, I think one of the big ones is there was a very big lack of exotics. It felt like there was no new exotics. Like each season there was like a couple, but it did not feel like there was very many exotics, right? Well, Beyond Light is rumored to have much more. I don't know the final number. I don't really trust data mining anymore at all, really. But there is the allure and the illusion that there will be more exotics coming, right? Now, if there isn't, that's going to suck. But my hope is, 10 to 12 exotics, 3 or 4 for each subclass, some weapons. That would be cool. 12 to 16 exotics would be like fire. But here's the thing. So the last time we saw a subclass was Forsaken. But the last time we saw a new element is all the way back in Taken King. A long ass time ago, right? Now, the thing is with Taken King, they added a whole new questing system. Like they rehashed the questing system. They added a new super for each class. They added a new enemy type, right? And with Forsaken, they added a new enemy type. They added new super abilities, not necessarily new element, but new super abilities, a couple planets, right? These are huge DLCs. And then you compare it to Shadowkeep, where there's like a rehashed location, right? It's like, I don't know about that. With Beyond Light, we're getting a raid, we're getting Europa, and then later in the year, we're getting the Cosmodrome rehashed, and we're getting Vault of Glass rehashed, or another raid with loot in it. I don't know what the rewards are going to be, but we got some stuff coming. But look at Europa, just for a second, okay? Pretty big location here. We've got a pretty big location. I don't know how much of this is going to be explorable, but we got 5 different entry points here on Europa. So we can explore Europa. We've got new elements. We've got a raid. And then we're going to have the Cosmodrome and another raid at some point in the year. We've got new exotics coming. But then you look at the Hunter. And here's why I'm getting excited. Here's the thing is a raid is a raid. A new location is a new location. Is what it is. But here is what I'm seeing. If you look at the start of Destiny, and then you look at Forsaken, one of the big systems changes, like the big new thing that people interacted with, is we went back to the old weapon system. We just got the old weapon system. So it wasn't new, it was better, it was an upgrade, but it wasn't something new and exciting to use. But with these subclasses, they're adding this whole modding system which, it's not like super intense, but this is a cool system. And if they could take this system and put it in future stuff, that's awesome. And so when I see system changes like this, like whole new things to explore and customize, that has me excited. It has me more excited than Europa. It has me more excited than a raid because I see the potential of this stuff and being able to use this in all those different activities. When I see progress to stuff like this, that has me excited because it seems like they're making progress towards the future. But then they're even doing an overhaul of the ghosts. I know ghosts aren't the most important thing. I know ghosts aren't the most powerful thing. But just adding this stuff is good. It allows me to optimize my ghost the way I want. Because right now, I've had the same ghost on since the start of Shadowkeep, pretty much. The one that came with it, it has Guiding Light and Speed Demon, or whatever the hell it is. I've had the same ghost the whole time. I would love to have something new and customize it and choose something that looks cool. Customize it. This is essentially transmog in reverse. You choose what you want it to look like, you put on the stats. And then, we do know that transmog is a thing where you're going to be able to change the look of your armor. But when they add these systems, it just makes me like the game more because I have more control over my characters. And so I keep seeing these things. I know that there's new elements coming. I know that there's a new planets and an old raid, but also a new raid. And if you compare it to even last year, I think we're in a way better spot. What did Shadowkeep add? Finishers, which, they're fine, they're fun, they're helpful, right? They added finishers, and they added champion enemies, which, I don't think a lot of people like them. They're kind of buggy from time to time. The champion enemies really limit our stuff. So if you're comparing, champions and finishers to these system changes and these, for me, this is like way, way better. I'm sure we'll still fight champions, but this gives me more choice and better choice and makes me feel like I have agency over my character. The other stuff, it made me feel like I was pigeonholed into doing it and using it. And I did not like that. I didn't like it at all. There was one raid with loot, in my opinion. And now we're going to have 2 raids, right? And who knows what other activities and what other loot is in there. I'm finding in the Destiny community, they want raid loot and they want it to be good raid loot, right? The other thing too is they want weapon drops, and weapon drops can carry a season, right? If you look at Season of Dawn, people loved it. You could farm different weapons, even if they weren't the meta, you could farm different weapons. If you look at Season of Arrivals, there's a lot of ways to farm weapons. There's a couple new good ones that stand out. If they nail the loot drops, if they nail the weapon repertoire, what's available, and they're adding these systems in, I don't know how they could lose. I don't know how could it not be a top tier DLC? Now, until we see the story, who knows how good it'll be? Who knows how good the raid will be? I know that we can't necessarily speculate on these things, and we can't really be too hyped because it could all be trash. But if I'm looking at what is being offered and what is being added and the new things we're going to experience and the new systems, it's leading me to see a lot more potential in this than Shadowkeep. And I guess that's the big one. Are people more excited for Beyond Light than Shadowkeep? Because I am I don't know, 3 times more excited. Shadowkeep was fine. I thought there was some good stuff. I loved Shadowkeep and some of the different seasons, but I thought it was weak. And when I'm looking at this is giving me Forsaken vibes. This is giving me Taken King vibes. But I feel like some people are worried that it's going to be Shadowkeep, and I don't see that. I really don't see that. And I'd love to know your arguments for or against it. I'm all ears. I just want to know where people's heads are at with this because I feel a little alone here. I feel like people maybe are a little bored or a little tired, or I don't know what it is, but I'm pumped and jazzed with these things, and then I see all these other people that are we'll see. Anyways, that's pretty much it from me. I just wanted to gauge people's thoughts. I'm hyped. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm gonna be making a lot of content on this game. you guys haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. I appreciate it. Make sure to watch the podcast tonight. It is at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. I know that was in a really shitty jumbled order, but you get the idea. RGH Podcast on YouTube. Links are down below. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.